Today is a very special day. On this exact date, 42 years ago, February 11th, Bishop Buford and his beloved wife, Shelley, said yes to a covenant God had already been writing. From a glance on Bay Street, an awkward Easter weekend dance, and a little divine persistence, their journey has been marked by faith, prayer, perseverance, and God's restoring power. Today, we celebrate not just the years, but the testimony behind them. A special welcome to Buford and Shelley Curtis. Welcome to What's Trending.
Thank you.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
It's great to have you here with us, and happy anniversary to you guys.
Thank you.
Today. You look very, very lovely.
Thank you.
So, Bishop, let me start with you. When you asked for the first dance at the Palace nightclub, did you ever imagine it would lead to 42 years of marriage?
No, not at that time.
No? You just say, I just can shake a leg.
Yeah, well, that's my first time, going to that place because I grew up sheltered in a pastor's home.
Okay.
So I, wanted to check out the ladies as ladies' night.
Okay, ladies' night, and you saw a beautiful lady.
Oh, of course. She caught my eyes.
And so obviously you married very young. What helped you to grow together as opposed to growing apart?
What helped us to grow together, putting God first in our relationship, prayer, communications, and that was one of the key that brought us closer together, communication and prayer.
Oh, it's definitely important. So what did it mean when you realized God kept crossing your paths together? Because I know you seem to keep meeting at different places, Bay Street, Bank Lane, beyond. Shelley, I'll let you take this one. Was that your sign to say, hey, maybe this the one?
Oh, well.
Don't be shy.
I was just curious as to why it was happening. I think a little later on in life we realized that it was destiny and purpose. But at the moment, again, very young, 20 years of age. Actually, I was 19 at the time. And, I just kept bucking into this gentleman. I saw him randomly, and then on the way home from work, I saw this beautiful, shiny red car. And I was planning on purchasing one. I was like, whoa, that's the guy I just saw today. And so I pulled on the side of him, gave him a little wink and a little hail, and he knew he looked good. He knew his car was shiny, and he laid his head back and profiled, and he went driving off. And it was hilarious to me. So, of course, now I'm interested now because I love the car. And so I went up and I found him at CID at the time, was through Bank Lane, and I went upstairs, and God had it was just amazing. God had him standing right on the landing. And I said, hi, sir. I said, hi. He said, hello. I said, so how come you didn't follow me yesterday? He said, follow you? I didn't know you wanted me to follow you. I said, yeah. I said, I was going home. He said, oh, where do you live? I said, if you want to know, you'll find out. And so the rest is history. I saw him. I stood to the window. Believe it or not, I stood to the bedroom window, and I watched this red car pass up and down about 10 times. I said, I wonder if he's looking for me. So on the 11th time, I walked to the end of the driveway, and lo and behold, he came and circled back. He said, I've been passing this house up and down about 10 times. It's me. Okay, I saw you. He said, you watched me passing. And, we just started talking from there.
Okay, that's beautiful. So while there was the fun times, you also had a deep season of loss as well.
Yes.
So talk to us about how prayer and faith sustained your marriage during that difficult time.
We got pregnant the same year we got married, and we're expecting our first child on our anniversary, so everybody was so elated and so happy. But unfortunately, she came early at 6.5 months and spent so many months in the hospital. She lived for 8 months, and out of that, she spent seven months in the hospital. And it was during this time that we really learned the real virtue of prayer. We prayed so much, so often. Many times during the time she was in there, they would say, call your pastor. And that was when she was really low. And we noticed that when the pastor came, we are satisfied. We have no regrets because that season in our lives allowed us to get closer to Him, realize the virtue of prayer, and realize that we could hold on to each other for strength. And even in that, God showed forth Himself, because as He began, it took 4 years now. It took 4 years before we were able to get pregnant again, and that in itself was another journey. However, 2 boys, and then the third one was a girl. So we had 3 children in 4 years. I was so embarrassed. I'm still waiting for him to tell my mom I'm pregnant with the third one, right? I said, these people think we don't sleep. But our daughter was born the exact same day that the first one died. The exact same day, July the 25th at 8 o'clock. And she was born July the 25th at 8 o'clock. And that let us know God has our back.
Always.
That told us early that God is with you.
After 42 years of marriage, what do you most admire about your wife, having shared what she just shared with us?
Her caring for me. She looks after me. Can't ask anymore. And her love for family, for her children, her grandchildren. She's the giving woman. She'll give you the clothes of her back.
So then what advice would you give to young couples who desire this lasting God-centered marriage that you seem to have cultivated over the years?
My advice to a couple is to put God first in your marriage.
And to mean it.
And not play it. You must have a prayer life.
Yes.
You should have a relationship with God.
Absolutely.
Acknowledge Him.
And that's definitely good advice, Bishop, that we will keep in mind.
Prayer must be the key in that home.
So 42 years ago on this very day, a covenant was made between God, and He's been faithful ever since to both of you.
Faithful.
Through the joys and the sorrows, there's been restoration. So Bishop Buford and Shelley, we want to again say happy 42nd anniversary today, and may God continue to bless and enrich your lives. Thank you so much for sharing your stories with us today.
God bless you.
Thank you. Well, love is in the air and something special is brewing. So get ready to lean into those romantic vibes, because you never know when love might show up in the sweetest way. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Show your pets some love this Valentine's Day. Send your photos to our DM on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS. Send them in now to be featured on What's Trending.